should we call? Yeah, throwing money in the air. She's happy with my lady. Other girls, they wanna hate her. It comes with the territory.
Everybody, I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams who need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's Brady's Patriots going up against Rodgers' Packers. So with that, let's get up to Lambeau Field. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL, there's a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the New England Patriots and the Green Bay Packers. First carry for LeGarrette Blount. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. They'll run again with Blount. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They do go for it. It's Brady. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. And I put my first tally mark next to the Brady to Gronk counter here.
I think it may be the first of many because once they get going, look out. Things tend to snowball. Tom Brady trusts Gronk as much as any receiver I think he's thrown to in his career. And it's evident when you see that.
Saying something.
That's saying something right there. But he's earned it.
Brady gives now to Blount. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 3 touchdowns in Week 10 for Blount. He now has 12 on the season, Charles, with still 7 games to play.
And it really shouldn't be a surprise because when you're talking about short yardage, goal line running, LeGarrette Blount is your prototypical guy. Built solidly, runs low, runs with force, runs behind his pads, as they like to say, and truly has a nose for the end zone. Rarely is he denied.
2nd down, 9 yards to go. On play action, it's Brady. Going deep here for Edelman. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
They come out here in the eye. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll run here. This is James Starks. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And a wide receiver to watch in this offense, certainly Jordy Nelson.
And most defenses watch him run past them. Jordy Nelson can run every route in the route tree and take it to the house.
Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. You know, Charles, the Packers may have hit a rough stretch, but Davante Adams has been a bright spot. 156 yards in Week 10. He's up over 400 in his last 4 games. And you always like to throw some praise at some guys who maybe caught some criticism earlier. And when you talk about Davante Adams, a lot of people said he was undependable in his route running, and Aaron Rodgers really wouldn't look for him. That's not nearly the case now. He's become one of their primary targets for the Packers. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. A quick look here at the Patriot defense. Malcolm Butler's rise to fame culminated with a fantastic play in the Super Bowl, but what a tremendous success story. Totally off the radar, has turned himself into an NFL starter. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. Now they've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? For a second there, I thought that might break big. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Rodgers scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Packers have taken the early lead. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Danny Amendola on the return. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive. I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game. Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right? Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Tackle there by Clay Matthews. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner. Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man? He is not just a big man, a huge man. Big boy. Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground? I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right? Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either. Now a carry for Blunt. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2. So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play. Blunt, the lone running back. And they'll give it to him here. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. Partner, Tom Brady has done this so well, so many times over his career, he's turned it into art form. If there is a museum for quarterback sneaks in the NFL, Tom Brady has his own wing. Now this time, Brady will throw. Sets up the screen to Lewis. No gain, and it's second down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And Julian Edelman fell just shy of 100 yards, 99 in Week 10.
Good friend of mine who analyzes the draft always likes to use the term quicker than fast, and Julian Edelman fits that description. But I think he's become faster because of the tight ends that New England has. When you're running Martellus Bennett and Rob Gronkowski downfield and having those big targets for Tom Brady to throw to, all of a sudden, the little guy looks faster when he gets downfield, and Julian Edelman makes the most of that situation.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Brady to throw on 2nd down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. They slot Gronkowski outright. On 3rd and long, it's Brady. Under pressure, they got him again. Clay Matthews in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. So on 4th down, the left-footed Ryan Allen to kick it away for the Pats. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They go play action here on 1st down. They've got his man complete. 30. 10. Touchdown, Packers. Randall Cobb, 87 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. And Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they designed every play to score. I don't know how true that is. They had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
All right, partner, I want to check in on a talking point we had week 1. Dark horse playoff contenders. You threw out Oakland and Jacksonville. Oakland's still looking good.
But they're living up to it, tied for first in the AFC West. How about Jacksonville? Really struggling right now at 2-7. I don't know what they're going to do to bump things up. But how about the NFC West? The Rams said they weren't going to be 7-9 this year. They're 4-5. but they need to make their push starting right now, and no one talked about Detroit in the preseason. Matthew Stafford and the Lions are 5-4 and ahead in the NFC North.
Mike Daniels in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Well, it was second long, now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
And the defense will try and pin their ears back and get pressure again here after the sack. It's third down. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on second down. From the gun on third down, Brady. He's going to rifle one deep left. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing? He was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
Throwing now is Brady. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You ever notice that when Tom Brady does get hit and drop to the ground, there's some guys back to him pretty quickly to check on his health, aren't there?
That's exactly right. For as much as he throws, doesn't take a lot of square shots, but took one there.
He's really smart in the pocket, isn't he? Even out of the pocket. He understands where the pressure is coming from. He senses people. You're exactly right. Doesn't take too many direct ones. But that one had to hurt.
Brady again here on second and 10. And they're going to bring him down. Back across midfield at the 45.
Where the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Gronkowski the intended target, and it's fourth down. Here's Ryan Allen now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. And now they're in the hurry-up. Rodgers now on first down. His throw incomplete. You know, I did want to ask you about the game you called this past weekend, Week 10. You had 15 punts in that contest between the Jets and Rams.
Lachlan Edwards for the Jets. The star of the day was Johnny Hecker for the Rams, averaged over 50 yards a punt, including a 78-yarder. And when you uncork a 78-yard punt, you should dance like their fellow punter, Marquette King of the Oakland Raiders. He dances like no one is watching.
Boy, you made it sound like it was a great game. There's only one touchdown, 3 field goals.
Yeah, but 78 yards, got to give it up for that.
When Starks played against the Titans, it was his first appearance since Week 5. He had a knee issue and played 70% of the snaps, but managed just 33 yards on 7 carries.
And I would like to think that without all the extra injuries the Packers have had at the running back position, they would have eased him in a little bit more, but they had to use him. He's their #1 back, the only true running back that they could use in that game, so he had to play a lot, even though he didn't have great production.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now a play fake here on first down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Okay, that incompletion gives me a chance to get your thoughts on Cleveland. Is there a win on that schedule for the Browns?
I think that there is, because I just don't see this team as an 0-16 team. There is talent there. Obviously, Joe Thomas at left tackle and Joe Hayden at corner. I mean, they've got some players on the squad. But the bottom line is, when you have this bad momentum going, how do you reverse it? You know the game I'm identifying? San Diego coming to Cleveland Christmas Eve. Long trip. Warm weather team going into the cold of Cleveland, that could be the one.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Five yards to gain here on third down. Rodgers again now. Finds his target, Montgomery. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. This is Cobb with a catch right side. 26 yards on the pickup there. And the Packers are going to have a first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And it'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. A gain of 3, second down.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
On second down, here's Rodgers. It gets it over the middle to Cobb. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
I want to shift for a second and talk playoff picture. Yes, we've got a few more weeks, but the NFC East and the AFC West, if it ended today, would both have 3 teams in.
And right now, the NFC East essentially has 4, because Dallas is clear of the field. But Washington, New York, and Philadelphia really bunched in there. And then you go to the AFC West. Kansas City owns a tiebreaker over Oakland. And Denver also right there, the defending Super Bowl champs.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
And that's a good sign right there as we start the third quarter. Because in the first half, not much space to run the football. And as we go into the half, we often think to ourselves, all right, what's the adjustment? What do they have to do? You know what a lot of the adjustments are? No adjustments. You know the game plan, been working on it all week. Maybe a little tweak here or there, a little bit better blocking, and now you're establishing the running game. Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up the play action and throw the football. You control the clock because then you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
This will be caught inside the 10. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass and completing it.
1st and goal from the 8. Now starts. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Now that was impressive by the defense. They just got hit for a big pass play, and instead of rushing out and getting back deep to cover, they played their techniques, saw the run develop, and ran to it and made the play.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Jordy Nelson, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They go back to the air here after the INT. Going to air it out deep for Gronkowski. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Brady will try again on 2nd down. The throw left side, complete to Hogan. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. 1 receiver left, 2 to the right. Rodgers now on 1st down. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Under a heavy reception. Down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
A play fake to Starks. Now Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. That'll be a gain of 15 yards, and they're going to have a third down. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. The strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
They'll try and run with their fullback. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team. Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Rodgers going to go on fourth down. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to go up top again. The former Bill, Chris Hogan, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Brady to throw on second down. He's going to take another shot here. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call or get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
On play action, it's Brady. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Looking for his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. Now fourth down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. They slot Gronkowski outright. Now Brady got to have this one. And it is incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And his throw is incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
On 2nd down, here's rush coming, and he's taken down. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Patriots going with a dime package here. 2 extra defensive backs on 3rd. It gets it over the middle to Cobb. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
Give him 9 on the play, and on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. They go play action here on 1st down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
And now a carry here for their fullback. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Here's Jacob Shum now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. So the Patriots coming out now. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
He's going to look deep for Edelman. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
On play action, now Brady. Time for a break. And he took the contact as he was throwing it. And the ball drops incomplete. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They take over with great field position. They've got the big lead. Most would say they should kneel it, but the key word there is should. You never know here.
You never know. That's the exact play that should happen. But some people like stats. You know, some people like to put more things up on the board, but kneel down is usually the right play here.
We'll see what they do in this situation. Ten yards still left on second down. Rodgers throwing here. Complete. Starks on the screen. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. So now on fourth down, Rodgers will give way to Mason Crosby for the field goal try. And Crosby puts it through, and that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the fourth.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. He's got a man complete, and he's brought down after a good game. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Here's Brady to throw. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Clay Matthews in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So a big sack on 2nd down. Now let's see what the offense has in store. On 3rd and long, it's Brady. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments in this one. They go back to the air here after the INT. He'll buy some time right. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Chris Hogan, 32 yards. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Now Brady, he's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, for a second there, I had flashbacks to a few years ago, the NFC Championship game for the Packers, but here they're able to hold on.
And many things changed in Green Bay after that game. Personnel, people coaching, the whole deal. And in this case,
got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. Rodgers looking to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
To throw is Rodgers. That is caught by Cobb, and it's a Packer touchdown. Randall Cobb, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Packers add on to their lead. And they will line up now for the 2-point try. Rodgers will throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. This is secured by the Patriots. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure how he wasn't able to hold on to that one in the end zone. A great opportunity lost, but a lot of relief for the defensive guys. When they get into film next week, they're going to want to know what happened. Where was the breakdown that almost allowed a touchdown?
So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. Play action. Now it's Brady. He's going to let it fly. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game.
Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off.
There we go, D. That's the way to hit.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay.
Three down.
Weatherman says it's gonna rain. Don't worry, girl, it won't change a thing. Yeah, we still got plans tonight. We're gonna